think that's it. I think that means we're live. I clicked the button.
Okay.
So it's that's what happens. You click the button, then you go live. And then you're live. And then everyone can see you and hear you and judge you. It's all good though. We don't mind being judged. Cool. Okay. Well, welcome
There we
to
go.
Good Friday. Good Friday, the last Friday of the month. Also, last Friday of this 21-day challenge that we've been doing. So we're excited to be on here. I know it's probably going to be a little bit slow. It's a holiday weekend. It's a 4-day weekend for a lot of people. I personally kicked my kids out of the house because they've been on holidays for the last 2 weeks and they're off doing fun things with their friends. And that means we get to spend time with you wonderful people. So if you're around today and you want to hang out and chat about a few things, then absolutely join us on this call. We're here and we're excited to chat. Shan dimmed her blinds a little bit, so she's ready to go too.
I'm ready. So I'm hoping that even if we're not catching a lot of people live, we can record this. Are you recording?
I will record right now and start over. Hey, everybody. No, I'm just joking. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Good Friday. And join us here today. So we're just going to chat about a bunch of things, wrap up this 21-day challenge, and hand things over to Shandell. Shandell, go.
Okay, so we're on the last call, which is call number 9 of this 21-day challenge. And our focus for this experience, I know you love when I call things that, an
Your experience.
experience.
I think I heard you say it like
Um,
8 times this morning.
our goal was just to help anybody who is building an agency using high level or building their business using high level grow their business. Mainly, our focus was helping people get out from behind this computer screen and start real conversations with real businesses, and sharing some of the tools and resources, whether it be mindset, which is a huge one, or actual spreadsheets that we use to track what we're up to, what our sales are, proposals that we use inside of our agency that we send out. So I'm putting together a document that will have links to all of the replays, notes with timestamps on each call so that you can go and find what you're looking for really easily, as well as all of the resources that we've provided throughout the last 8 calls. So call number 1, it was all about mindset, right? Jason went through the 12 marketing mindsets that are really, really important. We talked about finding your people, tracking and recording, all of that fun stuff, right? What am I
Yes.
missing?
We talked
Um,
about a bunch of stuff. I mean, just from a little bit of like NLP stuff too. We talked in about there some really good books that we like E-Myth, Revisited, How to Talk to Anyone. What's a couple other ones that I have right here up on my shelf? Ready, Fire, Aim is another really good one. The Greatest Salesman in the World, another really good book. Just books that help you with sales. And then we also have the Spin Method. The Spin Method book is another really good book if you are newer to sales or you don't have a lot of experience with sales. Just gives you some really good tips and ideas on how to get out there and talk to customers from national studies that they've done on the top salesmen in the world and what kind of questions they ask, how to ask them, and how to do that kind of stuff. So I think it just helps you a little bit with your sales performance. And then I mean, it's all about confidence and getting out there and um experiencing it.
Good old experience. Good old experience. On call number 2, that is where we went through the prospecting tool inside of High Level. Jason showed how you can use that. We also shared A lot around the customer avatar. We have worksheets inside of there that you're going to get access to or that you already have access to. I shared a document, a sheet that we use inside of our agency that tracks, your outreach,
Right. Yeah.
follow-ups, sales conversations, scripts, all of that stuff is what we shared on call number 2. Then on call number 3, we released the live restaurant demo. Jay, do you want to talk about that really quickly? Because maybe some people weren't on that call. You want to show
Yeah,
it? Why
bros.
don't you show it really quickly?
All right, sure. Oh yeah, so for the demo. So one of the things we built here with we have a restaurant snapshot, right? A restaurant marketing snapshot, just not
One
it's not just
second, sorry, 1 second. A question actually came in this morning and this reminded me. Can you start off by explaining the difference between the system that you built and then there's been a few people that have asked, like, what's the difference between the restaurant snapshot and Powertools?
sure. Okay, so Power Tools is, I mean, so let's just go back a couple of years when we first got into high
Mm-hmm.
level. Um, we owned a fitness business. We owned a fitness marketing agency, and we were working with a number of franchises and fitness studios that we were doing all the marketing for. So I think we were up to about 40 some, and we had plans in 2020 to grow to over 100. We had systematized everything. We had the staff in place. We had everything ready to go. The franchises were like, yeah, gung ho, ready to go. COVID happened. We just got back from a big trip where we went and met with everybody, talked with all the franchisees, and did some presentations and everything like that. Came back, COVID happened. On March 14th, 2020, we shut off every single invoice we have. So we went to almost zero revenue coming in from marketing 40 plus studios to zero. So we had to completely pivot because those businesses weren't coming back anytime soon. So, and it really took over 2 years for them to get any kind of traction and get those doors open where they could really make money again. So it was a long time. But in the meantime, we had to pivot. So we were like, what do we do? Right? I mean, you know that question that they always ask Russell Brunson and whatever. What would you do if you had to start over? Where would you start? Well, I'll tell you where we started over. I started reaching out to a ton of local businesses and just being like, we can help you with marketing. Granted, there were grants that were coming out. The government was giving these businesses money so they could bring all their businesses online. So we started talking with them locally to where we were. And we started building websites, started doing automation, started doing more marketing stuff. But I knew we had to do something different. I knew we had to get out of just doing this trade for time, dollar hour kind of service thing. So I was really looking at what other people were doing and how they were building their agencies. So I did stumble at one point. I stumbled across High Level, and actually, I didn't stumble across High Level. I stumbled across another business using High Level because they were initially offering it for like $37 a lifetime deal or something like that for it. And I was like, how
Mm-hmm.
are they doing that? So I signed up 37 bucks, got in, and then looked through everything and I dug through it all and I realized, okay, this is what they're doing. This is how they're doing it. They're using a business called High Level. So I went and looked at High Level and it was like white label everything, right? And I'm like, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to take all of our services that we do with all these different campaigns and unbounce and active campaign and everything and bring it all under one roof and then offer that as a service to our clients. So signed up for that, got in there, we were rocking that, got our clients moved over, but then I realized they didn't have a reputation management system that was similar to what we were already doing. So in order to bring our clients over there, I needed to replicate that. So I ended up building that out in High Level, and that caught on really well because other people were looking for the exact same thing. So we built out that system and that kind of took off. I got all of our clients moved over, and over the next like almost 6 months, really, we built out a bunch of different things. And then over the years, it just kind of progressed to that. So 2 Novembers ago, I decided that, hey, I've got all these a la carte items. I've got custom values updater. I've got subdomain managers, loyal, like I've got Reviews, referrals. I think there's like probably 10 things that we had. And I was like, what if we offered this as a package, as a bundle, right? So that's where we put together Power Tools. And then a few months after that, there was this recurring thing that I kept seeing, what people wanted: loyalty and rewards with high level. So I ended up working with an agency. We built out a complete loyalty and reward system for high level. And then over the last year, that's what we've been focusing on. And we built all these little pieces for it. And again, it was all a la carte. So the difference between what we ended up doing was giving some licenses into the Power Tools bundle too. So if you sign up for Power Tools, you also get access to loyalty and rewards, which is awesome, or you can just do that on its own. But what we also end up doing now, and I realize this is the only way that we can all move forward really, really well, is by developing all these different little niche snapshots that use the loyalty and reward system as a complete marketing system for the business that you're working with. So we've got it all tied in with all the things you can do with high level, but we have it bundled under Power Tools. So two different ways that you can get in. You can get the reward system on its own, which includes loyalty and rewards, promotions, and loyalty cards. Or you can go the Power Tools bundle route, which has access to all of the other things that we do as well, including our live support calls and all that kind of stuff as well. So Power Tools is really our bundle of all of our stuff, which also gets you 3 licenses for loyalty and rewards. And then loyalty and rewards can be purchased on its own, just like all of our rest of our stuff. But if you want to just do that on its own, you could totally do that. And what we're including with that is we've got our restaurant snapshot. We're rolling out the salon snapshot. We'll have a customer service business one. We actually really built the first one to be a service-based business one, but we're just cleaning it up, making it a little bit easier to use. And then we've got like landscaping, med spa, all that kind of stuff coming down the pipeline here as well. So that is really the difference between, that's a history of, and the difference between loyalty and rewards and Power Tools. Power Tools is our bundle that has access to everything we do. And then loyalty and rewards is loyalty and rewards. So it's
Mm-hmm.
loyalty and rewards, but I think we're going to end up transitioning that too, because it's loyalty and rewards, but it's also this really awesome, powerful marketing system for these businesses.
Yeah. And
So
so
that's my
when
spiel.
somebody purchases loyalty and rewards, they have the option to build. I love the name Power Tools because it's basically, I mean, you love building things online and offline, right? So that
Yeah, I'm a
name
bit of
is
a
super
nut that way.
fitting. And so I think it's just basically, if you buy loyalty and rewards, you don't need to use the restaurant snapshot, the
No.
salon snapshot. You can build whatever you want with the systems that Jason has created inside of high
And the thing
level.
is, and the difference between Power Tools as well is that we're continuing to add new stuff in there. So that
Mm-hmm.
bundle is continuing to grow month after month. And it's not just loyalty and rewards. I mean, we're adding in these different snapshots right now because that's a focus, but you get access to that anyways. So we're adding AI, we're adding in booking bots and stuff like that. That's next on our docket. Got a list of, you know, 50 other things that we're working on as well. So that's what me and our team are working on. And then we'll be rolling out more stuff within Power Tools. So that's the thing with Power Tools, is if you get in with Power Tools, is we're constantly innovating and constantly adding in new things in there. So it's really a good deal.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to show I love the live demo. I don't think, again, I feel like maybe some people don't understand what that actually means. So this is a tool that you can take, whether you are
Right.
paying for, um,
Sorry, you know what? It's not something you can take. It's not, I think that's where you maybe people are getting confused. It's not something you can take. What it is this rewards demo is what we set up is a place where you can send your customers as you're doing a demo talking to them, that will run them through a setup of what it looks like, right? They can run through all the major features. You can talk about the major features with them during that call without having to use your own license for your own system. So it's just an easy way to get out there and make sales and get rolling with it. Even if you say, for example, haven't used our system, or you haven't even purchased our system, you could take people and go to the loyalty and rewards demo and walk them through walk a restaurant through, say, hey, this is the system that we can set up for you. This is what we're doing. This is how it helps you. This is how you can get more customers, retain more customers, give them points, give them coupons, do all that kind of stuff. Walk them through that thing, and without even having purchased a license from us, then, and then sign up that customer and then come purchase a license and be like, okay, we need to get this set up.
Right. And I love that because again, that was the whole goal of this last 21 days is just instead of trying to build everything yourself and make everything perfect yourself and make sure that you're ready, which gives the confidence of sales, right? I understand that. That's why I love that Jason put this together so that you can, like he just said, go show it to anyone you want and get used to just having those conversations and showing somebody exactly how it works. So we've got it set up. It's A2P, so like you can go and take it and use it, and you'll receive in real time text message follow-ups, email follow-ups. And so that business owner will get a really good idea of what this looks like. Now, this is geared towards restaurants, but you can take this and show it to anyone, and they will be like, holy moly,
Yeah,
I
and
need
you know what?
this.
Yeah, we'll probably end up doing the exact same thing for hair salons as well and the other
Mm-hmm.
niches so that they're built out so you can go and talk to them and show them exactly how the system would work for their particular niche. Now, I just shared my screen. So what we're seeing here is just a quick links page. So what I have it under demo start, but I also have a login page for this. So for us to send our customers over to, if we want to send them there, they can log in and then they can register and then we know who the contact information is. What I suggest for you to do is if you're giving this as a demo to a customer, if you don't have their contact information already, what you can do is you can set up a form on your page that redirects over to our demo here. And what we put is myrewardsdemo.com, which is a gray label domain that's not tied to us at all. It has your logo and stuff here. So you can go show customers this and show them how the system works. Now, a couple different options. They can text to this number and register as a VIP, or they can click through to one of the promotions that we have for a restaurant in this system here. So they click over, they can see a demo of this image right here, and then they can register for this promotion here. Once they register for this promotion, it's going to send in the text and email and everything that they would get, just like they would normally register through your system. Now, that's just going to give them a demo of that. We also have in-house QR code, exact same kind of thing. They can just scan this QR code and it's going to take them over to this registration page as well. So over here, we have the rewards dashboard. If you've ever seen the rewards dashboard, they log in, they can register here. That's going to take them, again, registering them just like they're a rewards member, and they can sign up and experience that as well. If they register here, it's also going to send them a link over to the the rewards demo, the dashboard, so that they can log in there and experience that, see what the back end of that looks like. And we're also giving them points when they first register here, so they can experience what it's like to redeem coupons and stuff like that, redeem promotions as well. Should actually put rewards registration, then we should have another one that says rewards dashboard, so they can just log in directly using their own information, I suppose, too. But we kind of want to take them through a process of 1, like 2, 3 kind of thing. Loyalty card, if you're doing the loyalty card, this is an option. They can sign up again for this register for this loyalty card. So we are taking them through the registration pages, but that way they get to experience what it's like as a customer from the customer's point of view, because that's a lot of the questions that we get. What's this actually look like for a customer? So once they register for this, it's going to take them into, they can register. It'll take them over to the VIP page, and they can, let's just go and register for that really, really quickly here as well. So I'm going to put all my information in here, select a birth date. Here, let's just go back to a random date that's not my birthday, but have you been with us before? Let's go no. Let's opt in and join VIP. So that's going to say thank you. We're going to send you a text message and an email over. In case you're not doing text messages or emails kind of thing, we can send them both of those things. I will get a text message here right here. So here's, hey Jason, here's your rewards demo. Click this link. click that link and it's going to go over here. So that's just my phone hooked up to my computer so I can get all those messages. And then we come in here and then it's going to show us different promotions inside of this one here, which is it just kind of completes the demo and lets them see what it's like, and then they can click on here and they can do stuff like redeem coupons and everything
Which
like
I
that, how the
love. Like
system
I
works,
love
right?
showing that piece. Um,
This one here, that was an example of how they can go and buy merch. There's a bunch of different stuff here. Welcome to our VIP program. Initial offer for VIP. We should put coupon there. So let's click on this. Here they go into this, and this one says I've already redeemed this, so I'm not going to be able to redeem it again because I've already been in here. So that's cool. But once they
mhm.
go in, they'll be able to redeem it and do that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So
that one is
um,
great to show in real time.
yeah. Yeah,
If there's any
that's what I think the whole
questions,
experience is, right? I mean, they can do it just from texting or whatever. So then we also have the missed call text back page, which gives you an opportunity to chat about that. Anybody calls the restaurant, they're not. If anybody calls the restaurant, nobody answers. What we can do is then send them over a page here where they can see the menu, join the VIP program, or they can use any one of these links here to make an order online. If that's what they want to do. And if they have their own reservation system set up, you can send them over there or order online through the website, whatever you want to do. So a
there's a
couple options there.
question. There's a question coming in from Bob Mencken.
All right.
Jason, can you clarify if we have a license, we can get our logo at the top of that demo page somehow?
Yeah, so what I've done actually, what I did with I can just send you a link to this page because this is just using our reward system. There's nothing fancy set up with the reward system other than after I have somebody register, I give them points. So that I think I changed two things on this demo. So I mean I can send you over the complete demo for this as well if that's what you want to if you want to install this on your own system and use one of your licenses, that's cool. But without, I guess what you could do, yeah, I mean, I've sent this landing page here. I've shared this landing page out with a number of people, and they just install it over top of their own reward system, and then it just links to the different areas. And then it also comes with this leaderboard page as well, which I built here, which kind of instead of taking somebody into the leaderboard to show them what that looks like, I just have a page set up here so that they get an idea of the things that they can do inside the leaderboard without having to create an account and take them in and do all that kind of stuff. So it allows you to talk about the benefits and the features rather than just talking about all the technical stuff. That is
Mm-hmm.
part of the demo. So if you want that landing page, of course, I'll send that over to you. I've had a number of people just take that and add it to their own demo, set up a demo account using the reward system on their end, and then use this landing page to feature those different sections of the funnel and you just have to change the links to it. The only other thing that I've changed in the demo, I think, is when somebody registers, we're using the in-house promotion for that promotion. And then I think when we have them, the subscriber page, in-house campaign, when they register here, we're doing two things, which is we're giving them points. Here we're doing give points. We're giving them 1,500 points to when they register for that promotion. So once they log into the loyalty and rewards dashboard, they'll see those points and they could register for that. And then there is a section. Let me find it here. I'm just shortening. We have a section that says, "Hey, do we want to also get them access to the rewards dashboard?" And in here, I have to find out exactly where it is. It might be under the rewards system. I'll find it out anyways. And we're just shortened the time frame from 1 hour to like 1 minute kind of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
so after a minute or 3 minutes or something like that, it'll send them over a link to the rewards dashboard. And it might be in here, but I feel like it's under a different page and I don't want to go hunt for it right now. So anyways, that's kind of what it is. It's our regular reward system, just we changed a couple small tweaks just to give them that. And then we also have the Canva pages too. So everything, we have all our rewards demo graphics built out in Canva. And actually, if you wanted to do that, we'll send you that over too. Not just that, you can go and change the images and graphics and logos and stuff like that, but I also have them pre-printed out too. So you could use those inside of your system to create your different rewards. So a bunch of different options. If you want this whole snapshot, the way I built it here, it's essentially the rewards one, but we're only using a few small pieces of it. I was thinking about paring it down so we don't have everything in the demo one, just for it to be specifically just a demo. But it is essentially just a reward system that you can link to. So it works really well, and it's just an easy way to take customer through a presentation of how this works. And then we also pair this with our other marketing presentations as well. So when we go talk to a customer, we talk about the benefits of loyalty and rewards, and creating your customer list, getting them joined up, creating your own captive audience of customers that you can send text messages to, emails to keep them coming back again and again. So I hope that answers the question.
Yeah, no, that's perfect because I think, yeah, the more that you can share, the better always. I'm just going to check online and see if there's any questions. And then I can get back to kind of our little recap. What
Oh,
do
we're
you
back
think?
to the recap. Yeah.
Should we? Is there
There we
something
go.
else that you want to chat about?
No, that's it. Yeah, I was just finishing up this morning here, trying to get the Salon snapshot finished up, and it's essentially the same as the loyalty and rewards for restaurants, but we did make a few changes that are more conducive to service-based businesses
Do you want to
for
show
sure.
that?
Yeah, I think the big thing about it is. Sure, I can share about that too. The big thing about it is with restaurants, right? And we talked about this, I think, last week, but with restaurants is we've been talking about it the whole time, and we keep talking about loyalty and rewards, but I just really like it. Anyways, one of the things that we talked about was with restaurants is you're not going to have somebody say refer somebody to a restaurant and then they call the restaurant and say, I would like to book an appointment to come and see you, right? That's not something that happens. People just show up at the restaurant. If you refer them to it, they're going to say, yeah, we got to go check that place out. Bob and Susan said that place is great and we should go, eat there. So what we're doing with the referral program is sharing it on social media and everything like that, is that we're sending people over to the VIP page so we can boost up those registrants, so we can get more registrations and more VIP members into the system for restaurants, right? So the bigger subscriber list that we have, the more people we can chat with, and the more customers that we can remind to come in. The thing that you have to remember with the restaurant snapshot or the restaurant marketing system, is that it's marketing. It's ongoing marketing. So the customers need to, or someone on your team needs to, make sure that they're sending out those weekly messages to bring customers in. Now we do have reminders for promotions and stuff, but if they're adding promotions, they have events going on, stuff like that, we want to make sure that those messages, those SMS blasts, which is the whole reason of having this captive audience, is relevant and updated and is being sent out. So we don't have that automated, and the reason we don't have that automated is because if they're not going and changing their promotions or updating anything like that, we don't want to be sending the same message over and over and over again every week. It's nice to have a little boost in there, and I'd love to chat with somebody if they think, hey, we can automate that. I've thought about it, but we could probably do it. Just want to make sure that those promotions and everything are in there, so it's not just sending people to the exact same promotion they registered with, right? So that there's something new in there. There's some more details, there's some more updates, kind of thing, because it's an ongoing marketing system. Okay, so the difference between the restaurant one and the salon one is that we're sending people over to a work with us page where we're capturing their contact information and referral requests. So if I referred Chandel over to this hair salon that she owned, then she would come to this page here, and this is where the social media and everything is going to link to, and this is going to link over to a work with us page where they can sign up and they can claim whichever offer they have in here. Now, this is just a really simple landing page for referrals there. Inside here, we're capturing the referral, and then the service provider of who that person wants to work with is going to be in here too. Because one of the things with hair salons is you have multiple service providers, and you're not generally being referred just to a specific salon. Lots of times you're being referred to a specific person in that salon. You got to go see Chandel over at Brada Hair Design. She's amazing. You're going to love her. So when they send out a referral from our back end, it's actually they can select which service provider they want to send that out to, and they're actually tied to that service provider through our referral system as well. So those are some of the big changes there. And then we also have a checkout system that we built for the salon too. So the difference between we have a check-in system for restaurants. The one we put together here for a checkout is a little bit different, because what the checkout does is this is meant for a staff member to plug in a customer's phone number, say how many dollars the service was, how many dollars they spent on retail, and did the customer book their next appointment? Because we always want customers to book their next appointment when they come into a hair salon. So if they do, we can give them points for that if the salon wants to do that, right? So they can plug in the phone number. They spent $225 on the service, they bought $195 in retail, and they did book their next appointment. Check them in, and then now we can give them points for not just checking in, but how much they spent on total. And you could probably have we can have different transaction amounts there. And then if we want to give them points for booking in, that's a bonus as well, because it's always hard to get customers to come back in with a hair salon. Well, it's not hard to get customers to come back, but you want customers to book in so that you kind of have a more predictable type of service going on there. And this is going to do this, and then it'll take about 5-10 seconds, and then it'll redirect us back to that check-in page, reset everything so that they're ready to go with their next customer. So yeah, that's cool. That's pretty much the two
That
major
is
changes. That's
amazing.
the
I
two major
love it.
changes with the salon snapshot rather than, or the salon marketing system. So, and
I
then
love
yeah.
it.
So, I mean,
Um,
there's so much to do. And I think like you and I were talking about also giving ads and showing how to run ads for things, and ad ideas, promotion ideas, all that kind of stuff is being built out as well. So
mhm.
it's not just here's a snapshot, run with it. It's like here's like a whole marketing system that you can use for this industry.
Yeah, that's right. Our goal is to help you grow your agency. And so step one, we talked about this so much. I really firmly believe it's important to choose one industry, one type of business owner that you can get to understand really well. I think it was would have been call number 6. That's when we released the salon snapshot. And I did it in an entire presentation around, my experience as a salon owner. And the main reason why I did that is because we see it all day long inside of all these other groups, not going to name any names, but it's just like, it's important to treat a business owner like a real person. They're not just a lead, they're not just a number, they're not just a dollar sign. It's important to understand what their struggles are, what they're really looking for, and how you can help them grow as a business. They're not out looking for software. I don't care who it is, they're just not. They're not out looking for software. They're looking for help. They're looking for ways to, you know, save time, have more time at home, not be so stressed out, right? And so
They're looking
I
for solutions to their problems, right? And
right.
that's the whole thing. That was a big thing that we
Yeah.
covered over this as well.
Yeah, and so I talked a lot that day of about my experience as an independent stylist as well as a salon owner, and what are the things that we can tackle for them. And that's why I'm so excited that that one is launched. We're going to really work hard on what Jason just said. I've got so many resources when it comes to that industry, as far as different funnels that you can use to track salon owners, spa owners, med spa owners, ads you can use, what kind of a Facebook group you could start to grow your audience, what types of conversations you should be having in order to onboard that type of an industry. On the roadmap is fitness. As Jason mentioned at the beginning of this call, we have so much experience in that space. I've spoken with hundreds of fitness studio owners, personal trainers, gym owners, yoga studio owners, all of that stuff. I think home services is going to be such a no-brainer. And then I also
Mhm.
think like online coaches, consultants, course creators is another big area where we've got a lot of expertise.
Yeah, it's funny how we've gone through different niches
We
over the
have,
years.
right? Yeah. And so each type of niche has a different personality type. They have different goals, they have different frustrations and pain points. And so our focus is just to continue providing not only the amazing tools that Jason builds and that our team builds, but the sales support that is needed in order for you to scale and grow. What else? We tackled a lot of really cool. We had a lot of one-on-one with you guys around, proposals that you had out there, sales conversations that you had on the go, and we saw a lot of you guys close some really awesome um, uh, deals. Right? We saw you guys onboard a lot of new customers and clients into your agencies, which was pretty amazing. What else? Let me just look back through here. Just the other day, we did another call where I went through the research phase, like what type of research you should be doing before you have a meeting with somebody, before your initial meeting with somebody, an actual sales meeting, what type of research you should be doing, and also then what type of questions you should be asking during those meetings so that you can really understand what you're going to sell and how you're going to present this to a business owner in order to turn that into a sale. We chatted about the follow-up and we shared even a template of proposals that we use inside of our agency. So I think that's pretty cool.
Hmm.
Um, what else? I'm just kind of peeking at all
Oh
my
yeah.
notes. There was a lot. It was a lot. We jam-packed quite a bit into these last 3 weeks here.
Yeah, I
And
really, just recap, like I really like that we talked a lot about mindset. That's a huge thing that we've worked a lot on over the years, and it's been a major component of a lot of the courses and training. I bet you we've spent a ridiculous amount of like so I know it's somewhere between 50 and $100,000 on training over the
easily,
last
yeah,
years. Like I just remember a number of like 40 grand in my mind, but that was like 7 or 8 years ago that we spent on training and coaching and that kind of stuff. So I mean, we've done a lot of that stuff, and a lot of it really is mindset and about around confidence of getting out, talking to people and making sales and doing that. And a lot of that comes with experience too, right? So taking your first step, getting out there and actually taking action. So that's really what we wanted to push throughout this 21-day challenge is go out, take action and make those sales, start those conversations anyways, start those conversations and book those meetings and just get rolling with it because you never know what's going to happen. For example, um, when we started in the fitness, in that whole fitness industry, the whole fitness niche was completely by accident. We were actually working a lot with real estate investors, coaches, consultants, a ton of different, yeah, done a ton of different online coaching customers, and that's where we're at. And then we started doing local presentations, and Shan got out and she went to a Boss Babes event and she did a presentation around marketing. And one lady came up to her and said, "Hey, we need to talk. I'm opening up a yoga studio and I need to do the marketing for it." So Shan's like, "Okay, cool." She chatted with her for a bit, came home and was like, "I don't know, we're charging like 10 grand a month to some of these fitness clients or these real estate, these investor clients, these coaching clients to do all their marketing and stuff because we had a whole team around that. What are we going to do for yoga studio?" And so I don't know. We'll find out. But then she was talking to her, met with her again. She found out they had initial offers, they had upsells, they had downsells, they had all these things were planned out by corporate, but they just didn't have anybody to implement them. They were basically handing it off to the franchise owner who was just finished building this whole beautiful, crazy modern yoga studio, and was expected to just run with it. So we're like, okay, well, yeah, okay, cool. Let's do this. You're doing a grand opening. Let's do all the marketing and stuff for it. We'll take what you guys have and we'll push it out on social media, and we'll run ads and do all that kind of stuff. That first one that we did over $100,000 in grand opening sales their first month for a yoga studio. And the the franchise owner then called us and was like, yo, what the hell did you guys do? Because that has never, like, we've been open for like 15 years, and the biggest grand opening we ever had downtown Vancouver was like 42,000 or something like that. And we're just like, I don't know, we just did what we do kind of thing. But we were really heavy into direct response, click funnels. We were part of Inner Circle with Russell Brunson when they were first launching in 2013. We were a big part of all that. So we had a lot of the whole direct response, how to talk to customers, get in front of people's faces experience. And we did all that, and it worked out really, really well. So then that just kickstarted and launched it. But the thing is, that all came from going out and doing some weird little boss
Yeah.
babes chat and saying, hey, I'll talk to you guys about
Yeah.
marketing for
You
15
really
minutes.
don't
So you
know.
don't know how things are going to get launched and how things are going to get propelled if you're not out there just taking action.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Even just one, there's one business that we're doing a full setup of high level for. They purchased high level. They are a kitchen renovation business, and we're setting up their high level account for them. That one thing, that one conversation that I started 2 months ago, he's now sending me every time I look at my email, there's another, hey, I've got a buddy who's got a painting business. What would you guys charge for a website? Hey, I've got a buddy who wants to do this thing using high level. What would you guys charge to do that? Like every
Mm-hmm.
single conversation turns into something, right? So just get started, get out there. I remember going to this Boss Babes thing and I was like, that's stupid. Like, I think that's dumb, Boss Babes. I'm
Well,
not
you hate the
Boss
name
Babes,
boss
like
babes, anything.
whatever. And I created a really simple, organic social media training with slides. And I talked about who's your Betty, who's your customer. And that turned into like a reoccurring $50,000 a month agency, like within a couple of years, right? So
Mm-hmm. And
just
then,
get
yeah,
out
no, totally.
there.
Like everyone we were talking to, because we were onboarding a couple different franchises, and they were all ready to go. And then, yeah, I mean, COVID. I mean, if I've heard so many other stories from other
Yeah,
agencies who have experienced the exact same thing based on their niche that they were in, and then COVID happened and just completely destroyed it. So,
yeah.
yeah, what would you do if you had to reset? These things,
Get out and
all of
talk to
this.
people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
really it.
yeah. What was something? Oh, okay. So it's 1:46 our time. We'll stay on for another like 15, 20 minutes or so. So if anybody has questions, comments, let us know. If you're catching the replay, questions, comments, we'll keep our eye on this thread and comment back. But I wanted to talk about this. When it comes to reaching out to people, when it comes to going and talking to people, number one, I want you to know that if you are a part of this community, you have our team to help you. I know Samantha, I don't know if she's here on this call or not,
Yeah, she
but
is.
but you know, I chatted with her about a month ago and I said, listen, just go get out there and sell it. You've got a team here. We are here to help you build whatever it is that you need, whether it's something that we've already got that you can purchase and set up, or whether it's us helping you get something more custom done. Like, we are here to support you. We are part of your team. I want you to really embrace that, because we truly do mean that. Hi, we do. I really want, I've got Jason here with me, so I can sell anything I want and be like, oh yeah, well, we got that. We can build that, right? Just get out there and ask those questions and figure out what it is that each business needs. And because money loves speed. Money loves speed. Like, it sometimes can feel like you're pulling back the bow, right? To take a shot. And there's resistance there. It takes time. It takes time to push a rock up a mountain. But once you gain this momentum and you talk to enough people and you start selling enough things, it's gonna get easier. It's gonna get better. And you have us here to support you. Like, I want to make sure that if I could like stand somewhere with a megaphone, that's what I would say right now, is that you've got us and we'll build our team as we need to, to help support the growth of anybody who is a part of our community, because it's not that simple. Jay makes it look really, really simple.
I've
Some
also
of
been
you
doing it for
guys,
20 years.
it's really simple to you, right? It's not. And on the flip side of that, for some of you who are watching this right now, you might be thinking it's simple to sit there and work on building things on your computer and tweaking shit inside of High Level and messing around with it. It's easier. That's your comfort zone. That's where you're happy. It's terrifying to think about
Well,
going out and talking to somebody. And so,
yeah.
for me, it's easy. I did hair for almost 20 years. I talk to people all day, every day. I've been on stages, whatever. So for me, that's simple, but not for everyone. So I want to tell this quick story around that. And then, Sam, I'd love if you wanted to share anything too. But our kids, we have always been, for some of you that don't know, Jason and I are married. We've got kids. We're actually in the same house right now. We've just got different offices. Maybe some people
My
don't know
office is better.
that. Way better. Look at it. It's so nice. Oh, there's like laundry behind me where I am. Our kids, we've been very firm believers in teaching our kids how to be social, how to order for themselves at a restaurant, how to talk to people, how to like look at somebody and speak to them. That's always been really important to us. And lots of people comment all the time when they meet our kids. They're like, wow, she's so well spoken. Like, how is she only 11? Right? She can carry on a total conversation with anyone. It's insane. Maybe because she did spend a lot of time in the salon with me, learning those skills. And so a funny story, I think it was about a year ago, a couple of years ago now, Jason built a photo booth. Hilarious. And so we've got a whole bag full of props that we use for their birthday parties, whenever we've got parties, whatever. And so like funny glasses and boas and dress up shit and then whatever. So we were going out to like Canadian Tire or Home Hardware or something like that. And Jay, what did you say? You said you would pay them money.
Oh, it's like $5 or something like that. I mean, so just before you say about that, it's
Yeah.
all about confidence, right? And like we talked about this earlier today, was 20 years ago, I didn't have confidence. Like I would go out with my friends and I would sit in a corner and I would not talk to anybody. We'd go out to a bar, and if somebody came up and talked to me, I'll be like, hey, I couldn't talk to them at all. But I learned a lot of things. Some of the stuff is from like How to Talk to Anyone book, like a whole bunch of things. I got a job at a bar as a bouncer, and I just ended up talking to people. But one of the things I learned about that is people don't care. People don't care what you do or whatever. They don't remember it, and it doesn't stick in their minds. And it's it doesn't follow you along, right? I mean, it's not a big deal. Nobody cares what you do. They're more cared about themselves anyways, right? And if you put yourself out there, they're more excited that you've put yourself out there and done something that they couldn't do, which is go talk to another person or record videos or do whatever. They're excited that they do that because they themselves feel like they can't go and do it, right? So it's something that they can't do. So I just been a big fan of trying to build confidence in our kids. And one of the things we did is I told them, yeah, dress up. You, Hendrix, I think Amelia put on Elvis glasses with Elvis like chops, and she had to talk like Elvis. Hendrix put on I think something else. He just had glasses. Um
And they had to
and
give
no one
everybody
ever
the
and
guns,
then we
like,
went every time and they had a costume on, and every time we went, we were in like Walmart, and everybody, I said, anytime somebody says nice glasses or says something to them, Amelia has to go like, oh, thank you very
thank you,
much.
thank you very
She had to
much.
point at him and go, thank you very much. And then Hendrix had to give him like the wink and the gun kind of thing, whatever. So we did that, and just from that, they realized that, people who saw them with the funny glasses on thought they were awesome, and then they laughed every time they said thank you very much. And then also, nobody cared.
The
Nobody cared,
majority of people didn't even notice. The
right.
majority of people didn't even notice, you know?
So that's one of it. It's just like, and then they got out and it was like, what did you guys think about that? And they're like, well, it wasn't a big deal at all. But you
Hmm.
just slowly see, I do random stuff like that with the kids all the time, and attempt to embarrass them and whatever and do funny things, um and make everybody else around us laugh. And I think they get a part of it too, because they're not shy. And like Amelia, they're kids, we make them go. They're seven. When she was like 7 years old, it's like, hey, you want something from the server, you go ask the server. Like, you order
Yeah.
your own food. And where that really came from for me was, and we're talking about kids here, but um I was reading an article before that really just talked about successful people versus unsuccessful. And one of the things is they're talking about kids too, and how they found that the people who are more successful won't talk for their kids. They'll make their kids do the talking, right? They go to the doctor, they'll make the kid explain to the doctor what's wrong. They go to a restaurant, they have the kid order their own food. They'll go somewhere else and they'll make the kid do it, right? You want that thing, okay, then you have to go and do that. And we force our kids to go and do that, and they've learned that it's not a big deal. Okay, I can go talk to that person and they're just another person. So that's a huge thing. And then the other side of that was with the less successful people, was they would do everything for their kids. And I see that a lot in different families that we know. They do all the ordering for their kids, they do the talking for their kids, they do everything for their kids, and their kids don't know how to talk to other people. They don't know how to ask for what they want. Flip side of that is our kids can be very demanding. And they're relentless when they want something. But that's good anyway. So they have that confidence, and that's how I think we have to try and build in ourselves as well. So we worked with a lady called Cindy Knorr years ago, and she built a whole course around helping women find confidence. And I remember her first lesson that she had in there. She was a coach consultant back in Saskatchewan, and she was doing really, really well for herself. I think she was charging clients like 5 grand. I don't know if it was a month, but for like 3 months, and they would take them through her course and build confidence. One of the things she had in there was go to a public place and lay down in the middle of the floor and just realize that nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
No one would care.
Like,
If you went to the mall and lay down in the middle of the floor, people would see you, they'd walk around you, and that's it.
yeah, maybe that should be our next challenge. Like, just funny things that people can do to build their confidence. Like,
I'd
if
go do that
if
with the
we can
kids.
leave you with anything today, it's just every single day, what can you do to just put yourself outside of your comfort zone for a second? Is there somebody that you could reach out to? This morning I woke up and I wrote an email to somebody who is a major coach consultant in the salon industry, who I considered my competition for years as I grew Stylist Nation. And I woke up and I was just like, fuck it. I wrote an email to her and I just said, this is what we're building. This is what we're doing. I'm also passionate about this industry. Could we connect? Could we have a call? You know, now I'm like, is she going to answer? Whatever, but it's done now. It's like one thing that who knows what that will become, right? Where could you go for coffee today and just ask, is the owner here? You know, or is the manager
Yeah.
here? Can I show you something really quickly? Like, do you have a reward system? You know, what if somebody bought 7 loaves of bread? Would you give the eighth one for free? Like, just go and do it. Just go, please, and do it. And then like report back so that we can celebrate you and keep pushing you to do more.
Yeah. And you know what? That's just, I've always been a big fan of baby steps. Doing baby steps, right? Doing small things that lead up to bigger like changes. And part of that is, that the saying of get 1% better every day. You get 1%
Mm-hmm.
better every day. After 365 days, you're 365% better.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Um, Going back to that where I said like 25 years ago, I'd go out with my cousins and friends and not talk to anybody at the bar. I had another friend who was very shy at that time as well. And I took him and I said, listen, today we're going out and we're just going to say hi to people. That was it. We walked around the bar and said hi to people. You just hi, hey, hi. And then people would say hi and they stop and they talk to you and they ask you questions and whatever else. And it was like, okay, so this isn't bad at all. So one of the other things we talked about in the challenge is I was listening to a podcast the other day of somebody who just wanted to exercise and work out, but their goal that they set for them wasn't, I'm going to work out for an hour a day. I'm not going to work out for 20 minutes a day. It was, I'm going to get into the pool. And if they got in
Yeah.
the pool, then their goal for the day was done.
Yeah.
But by getting in the pool, they were like, okay, well, I'm here, maybe I'll swim a lap,
Yeah.
and while I
Totally.
swam one lap, maybe I should, swim. I can swim another couple laps. But their goal wasn't to go swim 25 laps a day. It was, my goal is just to get in the pool. And if they decided that day that they were going to get out of the pool because whatever reason they weren't feeling it, their goal was still achieved that day. you
Yeah.
know so setting yourself up with a goal of sending 10 messages, sending 5 messages, getting out of the house and going to stop in a business, even if you don't go and talk to that business, but just showing up at that business, being awkward and being like, hi, and then leaving, whatever,
Yeah.
you achieved a goal for that day. So, and
Yeah.
you build up your courage that way as well. So, I
Yeah.
think a big part of this whole agency business world is really about confidence, and you get that confidence through doing things and taking action.
Yeah. And I think honestly, a lot of people are kind of hiding behind this software now, right? Like, well, I got to get this set up. I got to do this thing. Can this do
I
that?
think
Can
I
this
think
do
people
that?
are I think our people
But
are like that normally, just in
true.
with everything, like
That's
throughout my
true.
entire life. People always say when this happens, then this will change. When I get this car, then I knew somebody who was like, I'm gonna go buy a car. He was not good with people. He wasn't a bad guy. He just wasn't very personable. um and he thought, once I get this car, then people are going to start to like me. Right. And people do that all the time. Like, once I get this thing, my life is going to change. Once I finish this course, my life is going to change. Once I get this thing set up, things are going to change. But nothing changes until you like start to take action. You know,
Yeah.
so it's not the things that you purchase. It's not the things that that's you sit there and learn or tweak or build. Once I build my website and design my business cards and a new logo and a new tagline, and then change my business name again and then design a new website and design new business cards and do that all over again, things are going to change, right? Meanwhile, there's people out there who build $1 million businesses and they don't have a website,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, we
So
really haven't used a website for our business either in years and years and years.
no,
Really,
it's all
we
about
haven't.
having more conversations. We do have our Think Big Studios website, but
Yeah.
it hasn't really been maintained as much as it should be.
No.
So we don't really focus on that, but it's just more about connecting with people and having conversations for sure.
Yeah. 21 days, right? Look at how fast that goes by. So every little teeny tiny thing that we do, just little, like Jason said, just get in the pool, just get up and write one message. How's your day going? You
Amelia,
know,
send out. I know we're just talking now, but there was one. I think you were putting something together for a course, and you asked Amelia when she was like 9, "What should I
yeah,
say for this?" And she's like, "You know what? Sometimes you just got to reach out and pet that donkey."
yeah. I asked her, what would you tell somebody who knows they need to do something, but they're scared? They're scared to do it and they don't know where to start, really? She said, you tell them to just reach out and pet that donkey. Just reach out and pet it.
Yeah.
Sam, what's
Anyway.
going on? How are you doing over there?
I'm good. So I reached the goal. I did the challenge. I made over $3,000 and I was able to pay my rent today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
Yes.
Don't make me cry. That's so exciting. Now
Yeah.
think about what that's going to turn into next month, right? If you just do that again,
I know.
and you
Now
have 6,000, right?
yeah,
Then the
I
next
was
month, if you just do that again, 9,000.
Yeah, I was telling my landlord this morning that I was like, I think I got it now. I feel really good, and so we made the payment. And I'm in my swimsuit. We're having cocktails.
There
We're
you go.
celebrating. Yeah,
I love
So
it.
awesome.
Oh my gosh, so exciting.
So
What do you,
I want to thank you guys so much. I could not have done this without the two of you. You guys went above and beyond, and I just were next to me every step of the way, and I'm so unbelievably grateful. And I talk about you guys all the time. I actually just had my BNI presentation on Tuesday, and nobody like really understood what I did. And then I did the whole presentation, and when they were asking me questions, can you do this, can you do this, and I said, it doesn't matter what I'm capable of doing, it matters
yeah,
with the team that I have. They are capable of doing anything. And then
yeah,
I was like, and Canadians are mad crazy good at anything online. So you're in good hands.
Oh my
Awesome.
gosh, I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. I'm so pumped for you. What do you think is like the biggest thing, the biggest shift for you?
Well, I had a hard time niching down. I think I really like when I first met you guys and first got to know the software. I'm a huge fan of loyalty and rewards. I'm just a
Yeah,
big believer in it. The more that I got into the software, the more I realized, that it is better than Square. It is better than Toast, and what you're offering is everything plus the support, which is the big missing piece. And so that's what I lead with on everything I do is loyalty and
yeah,
rewards. That was a big thing. But mostly what you guys just got done talking about was just saying, I have to get out there. I have to knock on doors. And I get up now. I've always been a early riser, but now I get up and I knock on doors. And
yeah.
I'm at bakeries at 6 a.m. I'm at coffee shops at 6 a.m. And
Yeah.
yeah. And so and it's for a old bar owner, it's really great for me to kind of flip-flop it. I'm used to being
Mhm.
up at weird hours. Now it's just different, and I'm meeting people and people are getting to know me. And
Yeah.
um it's the more you talk, the better. I went to a Mary Kay party that I would not normally go to. And it was like,
Yep.
but you got to get out there and you got to talk to people. And that's where I met my big client that I got this month. And
Yeah.
so once you land, and there was one thing that you guys did during the launch where it was like, well, once you get a $2,500 client, it's not that big of a deal to get this client. And there is something to it, because now that I did get that big client, and then I did stuff that, let me tell you this.
Yeah.
My plumber company, that's been a giant pain in the ass.
Yes.
I sent out bulk SMS messages all week long that we talked about, and they're booking tons of stuff. They've got, and they're so happy over. And now I'm happy because I know I can do it, because it was like,
yes,
well, somebody, yes, I can book somebody, but then can I get them results? And I can get them results.
Yes.
And so I'm following the steps that you gave me. They're booking stuff, and then I'm following up and sending them the link to the reviews and saying, now give us a review. And so I don't know, it's all starting to come together, and I'm feeling good. Cheers.
Yeah. I wish when did we make drinks, Jason?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I can't even. I'm so pumped to see, like, we're not stopping here. We've got more coming, and like, I can't even.
My husband and I talked about it this morning, where my computer crashed today. Of course, it's been a giant pain in the ass. So now I'm on my daughter's computer, which is fine. But I told him this morning, I said, listen, we're going to enjoy Easter. But then Monday, we hit the ground running. There is no like, oh, okay.
No.
We got to keep doing the same thing every day. I have all the Excel spreadsheets that you gave us. I work on those every day. I do my social media every day. I do my hot lead for all. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
All good.
That's my kid throwing a basketball at the garage door.
I know what that sound is.
Yeah.
I do.
It's awful. Yeah, but anyways, all the tools that you gave us during the 21 challenge, I use, and they're a part of my everyday.
That makes me so happy to hear.
Yeah.
Well,
sorry, I don't want to talk so much. I'm just excited, and I'm grateful for this opportunity to say thank you, and how much all of this has meant to me, and it works.
Yeah. Oh, you're amazing. You're amazing.
Awesome. Yeah. No,
that's what makes it worthwhile for us, for sure, is to get real feedback. But I mean, the thing is, you showed up. Like, you showed up on the calls. You asked the questions. I love how on tech calls, I don't go on those really, but I listen on Facebook, and I love you, because you're always like, this is probably the most stupidest fucking question. But it's not. It's not guaranteed. There's 20 other people out there that have wondered the same thing, but don't have the balls to just show up and ask, and so that's key. You need to show up, right? You need to show up, and you need to do the work, and you're doing it.
Well, you guys made it very easy for me to show up. You've created a really safe space, and I really think that comes across in these weekly things, these daily things. I would say that that's the most thing I notice, is it is a safe space. And there's a range of people inside the group, from very techie to low techie to high salesy to no salesy. But it's a safe space, and you guys have made it very approachable and safe. So thank you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I never even thought about that before.
Questions.
I always love it when you come on, because I'm like, that's probably a question that I have. And I mean, you're better than me. You should hear the questions that I asked Jason. Like,
I don't
even. Is this a snapshot, or is this a workflow? He's like, what, Chandel?
Like, what do you
snapshot, or is this a workflow? What?
We're learning.
Yeah, but seriously, there's no way that I could have done this. There's absolutely no way. And I think about this all the time. There's no way that I could have done this if you guys hadn't beaten to my head 100 times. Sell it and we got your back. Sell it and we'll figure it out. Sell it, it's going to be okay. And that's the only way that I felt comfortable, because you do have to be confident. You can't go in and, you know, beg someone to buy something for you. You got to go in there and act like you know what the hell you're talking about. And but the, you know, and the lingering in the back of my head was the fear that, oh, I'm not going to be able to pull this off. I'm not very techie. But I had you guys, and the minute I had you guys, then I was like, oh,
yeah, you're killing it. And actually, you, like, your social media is so on point. I think for you, it's going to be just pouring some gas on that fire pretty soon and just generating more leads. And that's my next step in what we're going to create for April, is like, you know, maybe how to run a few ads, how to do a few of those things, right? And so that then, guess what? We can jump on Tuesdays and look at your ads together, you know, and now it's that growth phase for you of just attracting more qualified business owners that are ready to pay you for what you're worth. I love that you're so passionate about the loyalty and rewards. So am I. Referrals, loyalty, rewards, good customer service. And so it's just for them, that's what we're doing for these businesses. We're pouring fire on that already stoked, really good business that they have, right? We're just amplifying the good things that a business is doing, you know, and not all businesses really care. So yeah, I'm so proud of you. And we're so excited that we actually showed up for all the calls. Like, this is probably the longest one that we've done. It was spring break. A lot of
it's a lot.
Chaos. And there's been times where we've done live challenges and we've just been like, would anybody actually notice if we just didn't go live today? And we've actually, you know, saw this one through and did it, but it's because we knew people like you were going to show up though, Sam. So thank you. Yeah,
it was a good challenge for us too.
Jason got a lot done. Like, I know that we don't have everything completely perfect and done, but I mean, you hauled ass, Jay, for a long time. Like, you,
we're getting stuff done.
More coming. Yeah, like, wait till the AI stuff is all built out. And I mean, virtual front desk for all these beauty businesses and fitness businesses. And I can't even. It's so cool. It's really exciting.
Yeah. We're going to make 2024 our bitch.
Yeah, we are.
That's the whole point.
Are, girl. Yep. Yeah, I'm super pumped. Okay, well, that was an amazing way to finish this call off. Honestly, I'm so glad that you came on and joined us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
I hope that you have an amazing long weekend. Like, take it, have fun. And then, Monday, I'm going to be on with something. So send a message out with a full recap, links to all the replays. I'm time stamping a lot of stuff so that you can just go and be like, I want to go through, you know, the money map training. I want to go through, you know, how to find my people training or all that stuff. Working on that right now. And any other feedback, any questions, any other wins that anybody wants to post them. The more the merrier, obviously. I'm so happy. Awesome. We should go.
Cool. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, April's gonna be a good month as well. So
April is actually, and I could share this too, the bookkeeping side of things. I've got amazing spreadsheets where we track like daily what's coming in, what it came from. It's cash flow, right? And I could get really into that and nerd out on that too, but April actually is always our biggest month. April and May out of the whole year. Yeah, because businesses are ready to set things up before summer hits, right?
Yeah, September is usually a good one too.
Yeah, September is like the new year. of businesses. So like a fresh start. So is April, because it's like a lot of service-based businesses, restaurants, whatever, they know it's go time right away, right? So yeah, April and May are huge months in our agency anyway. Um, so it will be for you too. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
girl.
cool.
Okay,
Well,
go swim.
go swim, go hang out. Yeah, it's awesome. Cool. You guys all have a wonderful weekend. I appreciate everybody who stuck with us for these 21 days, whether you're on the video or joining us through Facebook or whichever watching the replays. It's awesome. We've got some really cool stuff coming up in April, which we'll be announcing next week. A couple more challenges, and then just more general, like, let's keep going. Let's keep getting stuff done, right? And making things happen. So we'll keep moving forward, and you guys will too. And I'm really excited. So
Yeah.
you guys enjoy your long weekends wherever you are, and we will too. All right. Okay. Bye.